There comes a time in everyone's life when the weight of the world feels unbearable. When your heart feels shattered, your mind feels clouded, and your soul feels empty. You wake up every morning wondering if you'll ever feel whole again. You look in the mirror and see someone who's been through battles, scars that no one else can see, emotional wounds that run deep. You feel broken. But let me tell you something. Being broken doesn't mean you're finished. Being broken means you've been tested. It means life has pushed you to your limits and you're still standing. The cracks in your heart are not signs of weakness. They are signs of strength. They are proof that you survived what was meant to destroy you. Sometimes life has to break you to rebuild you. It has to strip away the comfort, the illusions, and the false security you once clung to so that you can discover the truth about who you really are. You were not created to be ordinary. You were created to rise, to endure, and to overcome. And sometimes the only way to find your true power is to walk through the fire. When you feel broken, it's easy to believe you've lost everything. But the truth is, you haven't lost yourself. You've only lost the version of you that couldn't carry the weight of your destiny. Pain changes people, and that's okay. Growth is uncomfortable. Healing is painful. But through that pain, you become unshakable. Every scar tells a story. Every tear is a chapter of strength. Every heartbreak, every failure, every disappointment, they're all shaping you into the person you were meant to be. When you feel broken, don't run from the pain. Sit with it, learn from it, let it refine you. Because the same fire that burns also forges. The same pressure that breaks rocks creates diamonds. You might not see it right now, but this moment, this brokenness, is not the end of your story. It's the beginning of your rebirth. The pieces that shattered are falling into place to build something far stronger than what existed before. So stop blaming yourself for what happened. Stop replaying the pain. Stop wishing for your old self back, because that person is gone, and that's a good thing. You've seen too much, felt too much, learned too much to go back. You are evolving. You are transforming. You are becoming something new. Remember this, a broken heart still beats. A broken soul can still rise. A broken spirit can still find light in the darkness. You may feel empty now, but one day you'll look back and realize that emptiness was just making space for something greater. Peace, purpose, power. Don't let your brokenness define you. Let it refine you. Don't let the pain silence you. Let it speak strength into your spirit. You have two choices. Let your pain destroy you, or let it rebuild you. So when you feel broken, lift your head, breathe, cry if you must, but never quit. Every storm runs out of rain. Every night gives way to dawn. Every wound, no matter how deep, can heal. You are not your past. You are not your pain. You are the warrior that rose from it. You are proof that no matter how shattered you feel, you can still rise, stronger, wiser, and unbreakable. One day you'll thank this pain. One day you'll look back and say, that's where I found my strength. That's where I became unstoppable. Because being broken is not the end of your story. It's the start of your greatest comeback. There comes a time when life hits you so hard that you feel like you can't breathe. The weight of everything you've been carrying becomes too much, and the world around you feels dark and empty. You start to wonder if things will ever be the same again. You feel broken, shattered into pieces you don't know how to put back together. But here's the truth. Brokenness is not the end of your story. It's the beginning of a new one. It's not your downfall, it's your rebirth. When life breaks you, it's not trying to destroy you. It's trying to rebuild you. Every moment of pain, every sleepless night, every tear that falls is shaping you into someone stronger, wiser, and more resilient. The pieces of you that have fallen apart are not gone forever. They're being rearranged into something far more powerful. Brokenness doesn't mean you're weak. It means you've been tested. It means you've lived through something that could have ended you, and yet you're still standing. The world tells you that strength means never breaking, never showing pain, never falling apart. But real strength is not about pretending you're okay. It's about standing tall even when everything inside you is screaming in pain. It's about acknowledging your wounds and choosing to heal anyway. Because healing is not easy. It's messy, it's slow, it hurts. But healing is also the process where you rediscover who you truly are. When you feel broken, you're standing at the edge of transformation. You may not see it right now, but your pain has a purpose. The cracks in your heart are letting the light in, the light of awareness, the light of truth, the light of becoming. Sometimes you have to lose who you were to become, who you were meant to be. And that's what brokenness does. It strips away everything that was holding you back so you can rise without limits. There's beauty in the breaking. Think about gold repaired with cracks filled in with gold, stronger and more beautiful than before. That's what happens to you when life breaks you. The parts of you that hurt the most become the parts of you that shine the brightest. Your pain gives you compassion. Your loss gives you perspective. Your struggles give you strength. You can't grow in comfort. You can't evolve if you're never challenged. Sometimes the only way to find your true power is to fall apart completely, to be emptied of everything that no longer serves you. And in that emptiness, you start rebuilding yourself with intention. You start becoming someone who doesn't just survive, but thrives. Someone who no longer fears the storm because you've learned you are the storm. When you're broken, it's easy to feel lost, like you've lost control of your story. But even in your lowest moments, life is still moving. The universe is still working behind the scenes to piece together your purpose. You are not forgotten. You are not forsaken. You are being prepared. Every trial you've faced, every setback you've endured has been part of your training. The pain you feel now is not punishment. It's preparation. The truth is, brokenness reveals your depth. It forces you to see what truly matters. It teaches you empathy, humility, and gratitude. It opens your eyes to the beauty that can still exist even in the middle of chaos. You start to see that your story isn't over. It's being rewritten in strength. You start to see that the person you are becoming could only exist because of the storms you've survived. So don't hide your brokenness. Don't be ashamed of it. Wear your scars with pride, because each one is a reminder that you fought battles and refused to give up. Each scar tells the world, I made it through. You are not damaged. You are transformed. You are not weak. You are reborn. Remember this, every flower grows after rain. Every dawn follows the darkest night. Every heart that breaks eventually learns to love again, stronger than before. So when you feel broken, don't run from the pain. Embrace it. Let it mold you. Let it teach you. Because one day, you'll look back and realize that your brokenness was the greatest blessing of your life. You'll see that the cracks didn't ruin you. They revealed you. They showed you your strength, your courage, and your ability to rise no matter how many times you fall. You'll stand tall again, not as the same person you once were, but as someone far more powerful, Someone who understands that being broken was never the end. It was just the beginning of becoming whole. Because brokenness is not your weakness. It's your awakening. It's the moment life whispers, "You were made for more." And from that moment on, you rise, not in spite of the pain, but because of it. Pain is a powerful teacher. It teaches lessons that comfort never could. It breaks you open, exposes your soul, and forces you to confront the parts of yourself you often try to hide. Pain doesn't come to destroy you. It comes to awaken you, to remind you that even in your darkest moments, you still have strength within you that cannot be taken away. When you go through pain, it feels like the world is falling apart. You question everything, your purpose, your worth, your future. But pain has a way of revealing what truly matters. It strips away the illusions, the distractions, and the noise of life, leaving you face to face with who you really are. You discover that you are not defined by what happens to you, but by how you respond to it. The truth is, growth and pain are inseparable. You cannot evolve without discomfort. You cannot become stronger without being tested. Every great person who has ever achieved something extraordinary has walked through seasons of suffering. They have faced heartbreak, loss, and failure. But they didn't let those things define them. They let those experiences refine them. Pain builds character. It teaches humility, empathy, and patience. It reminds you that life is not always easy, and that's okay. It's through pain that we learn gratitude for the small things, for the good days, for the simple blessings we once took for granted. Without the contrast of pain, we would never truly appreciate peace. Without the storm, we wouldn't value the calm. When you're in pain, it's easy to ask, "Why me?" But maybe the better question is, what is this trying to teach me? Every wound carries wisdom. Every heartbreak holds a hidden message. Sometimes the lessons are painful, but they're necessary for your transformation. Pain teaches you to set boundaries, to let go of what no longer serves you, to stop chasing people who don't see your worth. It teaches you that not everything or everyone is meant to stay. And that's okay. Pain also builds resilience. It strengthens the muscles of your mind and heart. When you've been broken and learned how to rebuild yourself, you become unstoppable. The things that once scared you no longer have power over you. You realize that if you can survive what you thought would destroy you, you can survive anything. That is the gift pain gives you. A deeper, unshakable confidence in your own ability to rise. Pain humbles you. It reminds you that you are human, that you can fall, that you can bleed, that you can break. But it also shows you the miracle of healing. The beauty of pain is that it doesn't last forever. Wounds heal, scars fade, the sun rises again. You begin to see that every ending carries the seed of a new beginning. Sometimes pain pushes you toward your purpose. It wakes you up from complacency and forces you to grow. Many of life's greatest breakthroughs are born from the deepest pain. The person who lost everything learns the value of starting over. The one who faced rejection learns the power of self-belief. The one who was betrayed learns the strength of forgiveness. Pain refines the soul, shaping you into the person you were always meant to become. Don't run from pain. Don't numb it, deny it, or hide from it. Sit with it, feel it. Let it speak, because buried beneath that pain is truth. Truth about your strength, your limits, your desires, and your destiny. Pain is not your enemy. It's your mentor. It's the hand that pushes you beyond your comfort zone into growth, wisdom, and greatness. You may not see it now, but one day you'll look back and understand why you had to go through what you did, You'll realize that the pain that broke you also built you. That the nights you cried were shaping the strength you carry now. That the people who left made space for better ones to come. Pain has a purpose even when it feels senseless. So, when life hurts, and it will, remember that this, too, is part of your journey. You are not being punished. You are being prepared. The fire you're walking through is forging you into something stronger. You're not falling apart. You're falling into alignment. Every trial, every heartbreak, every sleepless night is molding you into your higher self. Pain will change you, yes, but let it change you for the better. Let it open your heart instead of hardening it. Let it make you wiser, kinder, more compassionate. Let it teach you to love deeper, live fuller, and appreciate every moment you're given. In the end, pain doesn't define you. It refines you. It doesn't destroy your spirit. It awakens it. The lessons it teaches are priceless, and the person it molds you into is unbreakable. So embrace the pain, not with fear, but with faith, because pain is not your downfall. Pain is your awakening. There are moments in life when you feel like everything inside you has fallen apart. When you feel shattered beyond repair, when your mind is tired and your heart feels too heavy to carry. You sit in silence, wondering how something so strong could feel so fragile. You tell yourself you've reached the end, but I'm here to tell you something powerful. Your comeback is always greater than your breakdown. Every person who's ever achieved greatness has walked through seasons of pain, loneliness, and defeat. They've questioned their worth, doubted their strength, and faced moments when giving up seemed easier. But the difference between those who stay broken and those who rise again lies in one simple truth. They refused to quit. They understood that the darkest moments are not meant to destroy you, but to awaken something powerful within you. Your pain is not a punishment, it's preparation. Every heartbreak, every disappointment, every loss, it's shaping you, teaching you, refining you. You see, the world tries to convince you that broken means worthless, but that's a lie. Broken means you've lived. It means you've felt deeply. It means you've cared enough to risk being hurt. And it means you're still here, breathing, fighting, enduring. When you're at your lowest, it's hard to see beyond the pain. But that's when faith matters most. Not faith that everything will be perfect, but faith that even in your brokenness, something good is being born. The pressure you feel today is building the strength you'll need tomorrow. The tears you cry now are watering the seeds of your future. Nothing you're going through is wasted. Not a single tear, not a single sleepless night, not a single broken piece. When you fall apart, you give life the opportunity to rebuild you stronger. Just like a bone that heals tougher after being broken, your spirit, too, becomes unbreakable through the process of healing. But healing takes courage. It takes waking up each day and choosing to move forward. Even when everything inside you wants to stay down, it's choosing to believe that the pain won't last forever, that something better is coming, and that you are worthy of it. Sometimes your breakdown is really a breakthrough in disguise. It's the universe's way of clearing away what no longer serves you. Maybe it's breaking your comfort zone. Maybe it's ending a relationship that wasn't meant for you. Or maybe it's shattering an illusion that kept you small. The destruction feels painful, but it's necessary for your evolution. You cannot build something new on top of what's broken. You must rebuild from the foundation, with lessons learned and wisdom gained. Your comeback begins the moment you stop asking, "Why me?" and start saying, "Try me." It begins when you stop blaming the world and start reclaiming your power. You are not a victim of your circumstances. You are a survivor of them. The pain that tried to break you will one day become the strength that empowers others. Your story of resilience will be the light someone else needs when they feel lost in the dark. Don't hide your scars. They are not symbols of weakness. They are proof that you survived what others couldn't. They tell the world that you faced the storm and made it through. Every scar holds a story, and every story of struggle can become a source of strength. What once hurt you deeply will one day heal you completely. So even when you feel broken, remember that this is not the end of your story. It's the turning point. You have come too far, fought too hard, and endured too much to give up now. There is purpose in your pain and power in your perseverance. You may not see the light right now, but it's there, waiting for you to rise and claim it. One day, you'll look back at this moment and realize that it was necessary, that every tear, every sleepless night, every breakdown led you to the person you were always meant to become. You'll see that your greatest strength was not in never falling, but in rising every time you did. You are stronger than you think, braver than you believe, and more capable than you imagine. The world needs your light, your courage, your story. Don't let your brokenness silence you. Let it fuel your comeback. Stand tall in the face of your pain and say, "This is not where I end. This is where I begin again." Because your comeback, your rise, your healing, your victory will always be greater than your breakdown. What tried to destroy you will one day define you as unstoppable. So take a deep breath, lift your head, and keep going. You're not done yet. Your greatest chapter is still being written, and it begins with your decision to rise again.